Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Welcome.
everyone.
Welcome.
Who's doing the intro? Are you doing the intro? Am I doing the intro? I feel like it's my job since I'm the GM, but you're the one recording.
It is your turn.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Magic and Masterminds episode 27, aka the one that Cecily dreads.
I will kill.
It took us a month to get this all set up and ready to go. So
I went to Kansas.
And I went to Crazy Land, so we're all even.
But you're already in Florida. How much more can?
Shh! That's the joke.
God,
all right.
so loud.
When we last left off, the party had just raided Geraldine Meyer's mansion with dogs. There was lots of dogs. There was the goodest boy. There was also a pug that would not die. It was a thing that happened.
A pug
This time.
cauldron out.
We had some stuff happen off screen, accumulating in Maska finding out that Geraldine Myers has the magical power to control canines, which would neatly explain her ability to control dogs, wolves, and werewolves. And also that Dubel and Yue had a little pretty big spat that resulted in the two going separate ways in order to either cool their heads or possibly leave for good.
Basically, imagine the Marvel events of Civil War, where you had two people argue because of moral dilemmas.
Except nowhere near as well written.
And then one of them
You're a good writer.
I meant that. Oh, I did terribly. That's what I did terribly.
Wow. And then
in this episode, we've decided to do the totally intelligent thing and split the party. Those of you who want to go after Dubel, put your character in this side. Those of you who want to go after Yue, put your character in this side. And then we'll figure out where to go from there.
Hey, can't leave out the werewolf, Yue.
All right. So,
and Sal is watching. So if anyone sees anything being drawn on the map, that's probably her. Cough, cough.
So here's the thing. Aldred has a tough time relating to Yue because he doesn't know about all these face spaces and my tubes and all that sort of thing. But he has in fact built quite the rapport with Dubel. Therefore, he's going to see about Dubel. My tubes.
God damn it.
So where are you going, Cicely?
Oh, it's my turn? I thought you were...
No, you're the one. You're the next one on the lineup.
Okay, well...
No, ladies first.
Admittedly, I believe Cecily's more of the central ground with these two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And honestly, probably for the sheer fact that Dubel knows less of being around this town than Yue does, she'd probably go after Dubel for the sake of which one would be worse if we left alone.
Wow!
Wow!
No, that's perfectly fair.
It's fair, but wow!
Hey,
mask is mask.
Hey, you took my mask.
I was trying to grab Woofley. I'm sorry.
Because there's 3 layers on your character.
Just remove them. Why are they there?
They look pretty.
Right?
The aesthetic.
All right. In that case, I'll go after Cicely. Not Cicely.
Go after Cicely. No. By all means, go after Cicely.
Maska's coming.
Both werewolves. How rude!
Look,
because we're missing 2 of our players, and the party's already been split in half. To even things out, Navi is going to go with Maska.
Hey, Navi, good to see you. How you been?
admittedly, I'd kind of prefer to be checking in on Dubel, but I don't want you dying either.
You do care.
Don't touch me.
Aldred recently asking Cecily, okay, so I must admit I am not up to date about what their disagreement is as I should be.
9 times out of 10, it's how we do. 9 times out of 10, my guess is it's how we do things.
Quite honestly, I've kind of also forgotten about the exact details of it.
It's on the same day.
I actually had to go back and read.
From what I recall, the argument was basically along the lines of how do we proceed next? Dubel was concerned that, like, because Geraldine had shown her quote-unquote true colors, they should do something about her and probably stop her from doing some more shenanigans.
Oh, right.
Whereas Yue was concerned about the legality of this practice and the fact that, hey, we're the disc unit, we were formed to deal with dimensional investigation and small crimes, not crazy old ladies controlling the dog population, and technically Geraldine hasn't actually hurt anyone yet. So she was thinking, hey, we should probably go and figure out what the hell's going on with the relics.
Well, she did try to capture Masca, but then again, his
officer the law.
Yeah, and at that point, that's not a small crime.
Yeah.
We at least have one legality reason to arrest.
Right, but that's not our jurisdiction.
Yeah, that was where the argument started developing into something a little bit harder to reconcile.
Well, I've sort of read it, because Dubel doesn't understand the whole jurisdiction thing, because from her experience, it's like if there is a job to do, then you need to do it. That's sort of what you expected. That's what she's been doing for who knows how long, regardless of whether it may be legal for the area or not, because she has spent way too many times faced with unsavory characters using the law to protect them.
Yeah. Although, admittedly, it'd probably be best if we did this sort of thing in character.
Yeah, it's better if we do that.
Yeah, that way. Yeah,
we're just explaining to the audience the fight that ended up happening.
Oh, right.
Because we don't know because we haven't exactly updated said journal things to the 12.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Mine too.
Don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah, I should also point out, just for updating the audience, the thing that actually got Dubel upset wasn't Yue's, I guess, resistance, because she didn't understand and just thought Yue was, and just thought Yue was trying to pretend to be a big girl. I know that's a horrible way of saying it. I'm sorry. No, the thing that ended up actually really upsetting her was that she was trying to give Yue advice that actions are more important than anything else, and was trying to use the past as an example, and Yue basically told her that she only cared about now, which really upset Dubel.
Gotcha.
Right. Now comes the second part of the GMing question shenanigans.
Meanwhile, Sal is insulting Masca.
Which of these two groups do you guys want to focus on first?
Yue would probably be the easier one.
Yeah. Well,
I'd say
it might be easier, but at the same time,
I would personally vote on Yue first, because I genuinely want to. God damn it!
You go Yue first because of practice getting into character, don't you?
Well, also that, and I desperately want to know how Masca's going to handle this.
And at the same time,
meaning is. Let's see it.
And at the same time, I feel like you guys should go first for more meta reasons than anything else.
Because it's 27, isn't it, you motherfucker?
Okay, well, that didn't have any factor into my calculations, considering that the UA group is quite literally Jack, Niv, and I are peeing with each other, which, off-screen, we've been doing a lot of lately, and haven't really seen Tim, Howley, and... Vixen doing much of anything.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, you guys go first.
Actually, no, I'd still say Yue, if only because it would probably be simpler. It's just from previous episodes, Dubelle doesn't tend to cave easily, or at least she doesn't stop easily. So this one is probably going to take longer.
Yeah,
it's
flip a coin.
It's probably going to do the same with Yue. So,
like, what? Pick your
poison.
Vote down in the comments.
Yeah, vote down in the comments. We'll continue this recording in the next episode. Have a good one, guys.
Oh my god!
All right, hang on. Let's just quick vote.
Do you all want a frickin' Robin to die? Vote down in the comments.
Robin.
Nace. Who do you vote for?
I already stated my vote.
Okay, it's Dubelle. I would say Yue. Hallie, who do you vote? Dubelle. Tim.
Nah, fuck it, Dubelle.
All right,
Oh,
Vixen.
Yue.
All right, cool. We got our result. Let's go to Dubelle.
All right. So,
Good to be back.
shortly,
I gotta go to the bathroom. Kidding.
shortly, like very shortly after Dubelle started leaving the police station, which is where the argument totally happened. Shut up.
Yeah, where she shouted really loudly, "Are you really going to stop me ending that fucker?" So,
yeah. Shortly after that, it started raining. And like, I don't mean like gentle light rain. I mean full-blown thunderstorm rain.
Oh, we're going all noir on this one. Okay.
Oh yeah, full dark and stormy night. Even if it's not night, it's like really dark and hard to see. To the point that after flying a little ways out of the city, Dubelle was kind of like, okay, it'd be a bad idea if I kept flying in this. So she kind of lowered herself into a nearby tree in order to rest a little bit.
Tree.
that's fair. She does have dark vision, but
The thunder and the lightning would probably be at least.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think she wants to be electrocuted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following some directions from Navi, thanks to her, hey, I can literally detect anyone who I've previously met, and I've previously met Dubelle. She points you down towards relatively into the area where Dubelle currently is.
More trees.
More trees.
All right. And Aldred's just kind of like walking along and whatnot. There has stored his bow on his back. Actually, I don't think he ever went into the detail about how he got the bow, but I digress. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, it's not character.
No. Continue your interaction.
Hey, I was gonna say something.
Okay. What? What?
You said
He's walking. He's got his bow on his back.
Yep. And
What's next?
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. As he shut up. As he's walking along, he's just kind of glances over at Cecily and is just kind of going like, there is quite a this is not it is not an easy adaptation period for her. I ask that if possible we must remain as emotionless as possible. Well,
what are you trying to say, Aldred?
I'm merely attempting to say that you do have something of a temper.
Ooh, we're gonna divide even more now. Oh.
I am not saying that. I am not saying that as something of an insult. It is actually rather. It is not. What's the word? It is not something I am saying as an insult, but I merely ask that you ensure that. I merely ask that you ensure that your emotions are in check. Any amount of undue stress can cause her, could possibly cause her to distrust us even further.
Right.
I apologize for my bluntness.
No. It's fine.
It's like,
Let's just move along. Or
understood.
I end up glaring at you the entire time.
Hmm.
This rain's already annoying.
Yep, and just keeps walking along.
Can I get a perception check from all three of you?
Oh wow, what timing?
Let's see here. Yeah, almost clicked on Wolfily. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did.
It's like
Waiting on you.
Aldred just kind of walks along and states,
Perception.
that was a stupid remark. Anyway, I'm also doing perception, yes. Sorry, it's taking a little while to load up. There we go.
That's all right. It gives me time to find the chat commands.
Okay.
Oh, good.
There's another dramatic bolt of lightning that briefly illuminates the forest some. Dubel, are you making any attempts to stay hidden while you're up in this tree, or are you just sort of sitting there?
Definitely staying hidden.
In which case, can I also get a stealth check out of you?
Oh, okay.
I like how the person with an eye patch has the best perception out of all three of us.
Okay. Cecily, you actually, when that lightning illuminates, see the faint outline of a snake tail and some bone wings. You have a pretty good idea of who that is.
Aldred, I see her.
He nods a little bit and next first approach, I may Dubel.
What? All right.
Immediately bolts to another tree.
She just left the tree.
She did just leave the tree, yes. He just kind of he kind of brings up his bow and he fires a cable arrow and goes over here into the tree, into this tree.
So he's perception, please.
Yep.
All right. Guess I'm just gonna walk over there myself.
All right. Okay, Aldred.
Yep.
As you land in the tree and look over, you notice someone standing in the shadows of that particular tree. It's this guy. He just cheerfully
Oh no!
Oh yes! Yes! He's back!
Aldred's eyes just suddenly widen. He just kind of he suddenly knocks a freaking explosive. No, not an explosive arrow. That'd be bad. He knocks like 3 normal arrows into the bow.
What is it? Cecily whispers.
It's a dragon.
The dragon.
The man makes kind of just finger guns at you. And a bolt of lightning shoots directly at you, Aldred. What is your dodge?
6 in this bit.
Can I just say Dubel hasn't noticed that the man's behind her, given that she can shadow through things?
He's like in the shade of this tree, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I think, I was assuming he was on the ground. I think he'd be next to
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Episode.
Shadow through people. It wouldn't surprise me if she just completely ignores people. She flies through them.
Yeah. Tim, you said your dodge was a 16
yes.
total?
16 total, yes.
Okay. This hits.
Oh, God. All right.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Good news and bad news. Good news is You don't take anything more than a wound. Bad news is you take a wound. Everybody, it's time to roll initiative.
Oh God.
You started with UA.
Oh god.
Cecily's gonna actually die.
Well, you never know. You got Dubella and Aldred right there with you, and they're pretty powerful.
I want
Let's
I
just
want
go
to
with the
apologize for screaming earlier.
And I
I just
love it in initiative.
I was just so happy that this guy returned.
That the thought returned.
Yep. I
That
love
thing
it.
over there.
Okay, since he just attack Aldred, I'll say that was his turn. So now, Aldred.
So Aldred just kind of takes a lightning bolt, just barely dodges past a lightning bolt that grazes him, and he kind of spins around, draws his arrow back again, and he's going to go ahead and shoot at this bastard with a pointy arrow, by the way.
With a pointy arrow.
With a pointy arrow.
Oh yeah, because you have dull arrows.
Ah, damn it.
Would you like to re-roll that?
No,
Immediately
thank
spend your hero point and re-roll that shit.
No, thank you.
Okay. Let's see here. He dodges out of the way of the bolt, kind of winding up over there. Dubel, you notice the movement, and you see this guy just jump out of cover after being shot at.
So
Fucking
Aldred,
right.
as his movement action, he's going to go ahead and knock another cable arrow, and he's going to shoot it out, and he's going to go over to here.
Speaking of, I don't think you've seen this guy, so here he is.
Hey, there's
Wow.
the boy.
Yeah, she doesn't know that's a dragon. She's just
Oh,
she's
my boy,
200% done with this shit.
my baby boy.
You notice that dragon boy?
That's a
You,
good question.
Cecily, you do notice him, especially since he moved out of cover. So,
I was like, Aldred, where the fuck are you?
getting distance.
Dubel, what's your reaction?
You guys just attract trouble, don't you? I'm trying to head home now. I'm 200% done. Also, who the fuck are you?
He waves. Hello, I'm here to pick you up and bring you to a friend of mine.
Do not go to that bastard place, please.
You see, I have a
Why?
friend who's very interested in meeting you.
No.
I'm listening.
No. All in character. All in character.
Yeah.
He didn't explain exactly why, something about death and all that stuff. Rather obsessed with the subject, if I could say. I don't mind as long as it brings me a good fight.
Oh, I can absolutely relate to that. That's half the reason I travel the world. I don't make it a policy to travel with those I don't know the names of, at least, though. I'm Dubel. What is your name?
I am known as Caragon. And we finally know this asshole's name. Like, it took us how long? Good lord.
I think 15 episodes. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
The Catagon.
Cecily, just your head against a tree.
Caragon.
That's... You are not from around here, are you?
Oh, no, I'm from a very far away land. Farther
Join
than
the
most places would be, really.
Join the club. So you... Okay, I have to ask, are you also someone for hire?
No. I'm simply in a mutual agreement with Stephen.
Aldred just calls over and states, Aldred just kind of calls over and states, you are not excuse me. Do not trust anything he says, Dubel. He is not a friend.
Lubed just sort of leans up and is like, what would that make?
The one who believed in you when no one else did.
I warned you.
Okay, you're cutting out.
You're cutting out.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the mic a bit. It won't be long. Just let's take it to about here. How about now?
Yeah,
much better.
Okay. I'll stop that again. So, I warned you, Tubel, not to trust them. You have given yourself way too much to these people, and what have they gotten? Turn.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh lord.
I thought that was
So
Holly.
what makes you think? What does that make this person then? Well, it wouldn't be any worse than your other stupid. Made too many of them this last week. I feel like I've woken up from a haze. So, the Lich is interested in me. And you say death. Would it happen to be relating to a past event? Or a story?
He takes a moment to visibly think about it, stretching the limit of 6 seconds by a lot, but, talking is a free action in this series.
It's not a good anime episode if you don't spend a lot of the dialogue in the middle of a fight.
That's fair.
I don't know. I wasn't really listening. The man tends to ramble when he gets on a tangent.
You're not doing a very good job of selling yourself.
Admittedly, I didn't think you would be willing to talk.
I'm a demon that gets attacked almost everywhere I go. It's kind of rare that someone is going out of their way to look for me, and that doesn't follow up with I want to pay something for you to kill this person, or I'm here to destroy you, or you look exotic.
Yeah, chalk that up into Masca territory there.
Pretty much. I don't think he ever said it, but he definitely thought it.
I mean, understandable, but where I come from, wings and a tail aren't that big of a deal.
Wait, where you come?
He's a dragon!
Wait, what?
Oh, yes. Thank you for spoiling the surprise. I'm zapping you next.
Fuck you!
Her face just lights up. She actually just sort of jumped. I need my mouse. She'll actually jump down from the tree. Just like, are you really dragon scales and everything?
God
Genuine
damn it,
dragon?
Give me a moment to transform and I can show you.
No.
She'll back up.
Oh, boy.
All right, I guess that's happening. Is that your turn, Dubel?
Yeah, she just looks absolutely starstruck. Just like, I've heard so many legends of dragons. I've never seen one for real.
Cecily?
This is your fault.
No, Cecily. First off, First off, Dubel, we already have a dragon in our team. You just haven't met her yet. And second, this bastard's working for another asshole who has my mother under possession. So quite frankly, fuck this shit. I'm killing him.
Oh, so it's okay when you do it.
So, Aldrid's just sort of like, temper.
Would you like to re-roll, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. The blade hits, but he doesn't seem to be visibly damaged. My, what a temper on this one.
You don't know the half of it.
You people attacked my family. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of your group.
You should really back up. I'm just making a suggestion.
Cecily hops back.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. And let me just slip that onto the GM layer as... Pop!
Yay!
Yeah, no, this is just as horrifying as I would feared. Okay.
Yay!
The big boy is here.
He's back!
With a roar and a flourish, he changes shape back into his dragon self.
I know it's not Dubel's turn, but if she could, she would just try and reach over just to feel the scales.
He turns his attention down to Cecily, and as promised, let me just... Cecily, what is your dodge?
My dodge is a 7.
So that's a 17 to hit?
Yep.
Okay. This hits. Roll toughness.
Shall I roll toughness?
On the bright side.
Roll toughness.
What's the bright side?
On the bright side, that lightning is very bright.
Yeah.
It does itself an illumination of the night storminess that it is the storm rain night.
19.
Anyway, would you like to re-roll that, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. So, take a wound, are dazed, and get knocked back about to here.
So wait, like it was lightning attack or something like that?
He
Or
literally shot lightning out of his mouth at her.
Oh, cool. Wait, is she unconscious or what? Already?
No, she just got knocked back and dazed.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, wow, that was quick.
Okay. That said, he just sort of takes a step forward and ends his turn. Monster Hunter, Aldred.
so Aldred is going to go ahead and reach into his pack. He's going to go ahead and reach into his pack, pops a cork on his combat enhancement potion. Glug. All right, and
Do you need to do your fortitude check?
oh, yep, that I do. He just kind of as he glugs the combat enhancement potion, like once again, for those of you who are just joining us, his veins turn black and his eyes turn yellow.
Or at home.
Are we getting more?
Yes, we're getting more gurgling. It's been a month.
The gurgle!
Yes. All right, I'm satisfied with this session already.
I can tell.
So am I. Finally got to see the dragon. It wasn't the one I thought, but
still a dragon.
Yes.
And he's gonna go ahead and he is gonna go ahead. Hold on, I'm just trying to remember if this was an action or not. Hold on, frack. I'm trying to remember if this whole thing was an action or not along those lines. Where did I put it? Hero Lab. Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't played this character in literally a million years. Anyway.
Tim is literally more than 1,000,000 years old, and so are the rest of us, actually.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, time travel. If you don't know how, time travel. I used to play the courier. It's possible. Anyway.
References.
All right, enhanced traits, I believe it was.
Yes, that's what it says.
It is a free action. Okay. And so as a result, he fires another cable arrow out, and he's going to go ahead and end up over this away. And he's going to go ahead and take another shot at this dragon. But this time he's going to fire a deterioration arrow.
22.
All right. That does, as a matter of fact, hit. It'd be very hard to miss this boy. Let's just say that.
You don't say!
But I do.
The stuff does hit him, but he shakes it off, and the rain seems to wash the rest of it away. That's mostly just for flavor. The rain is not actually affecting those things.
I'd be very upset if it did.
That is why I immediately clarified this. So it's mostly just flavor.
Thank you, Mud. Thank you kindly.
Anyway, he sort of pauses, turns his head to look over at Aldred, just staring at him, like, you can just tell he's vaguely wondering what you thought that would do.
It's like as that kind of black ichor just kind of.
You have been describing Talux too much.
Yes. Hang on. Kiki got in trouble.
That you guys won't get.
All right. So, as it kind of settles and whatnot, it's not eating away at his scales like he thought it would. But he's like, okay, that didn't work.
Oh yeah, you can still speak. Well,
is that your turn?
For the moment, anyway.
Okay, Dubo. There's a giant dragon. It just zapped Cecily, and Aldred's attempts to harm it have been ineffective.
Yeah, at this point, she is. If she could be done anymore, she has just found a way. So, how tall is this dragon again?
He's a big boy.
Yeah, we got to the point that we had to restrict Jack from making more suggestions on how big this dragon could be.
Bigger!
Would flying 120 feet still be able to get above it?
For the sake of dramaticness, I will say yes.
Okay. She is going to fly above this dragon, whistle, and just sort of shout as loudly as she can, "Enough! Enough from everyone! Enough from you, Cecily! Enough from you, Aldred! You," points down the dragon, "you stop too! Everyone, just stop!" I have had it!
God damn it!
All right.
I feel like this is the part where you explain why we need to stop.
Yeah, she's to that. I left this town so no one else to for all this to stop. Because it seems like no matter what I do, everything is getting worse. You guys follow, and now everything is getting worse. You're attacking a dragon. I don't know why. A dragon wants me. I don't know why. I can have a guess why. But just turns to Cicely. I got so much shit from Masker for the portal. And now the first thing I know about your mother. I heard you scream it when you were under the nightmare cloud. Granted, now we had to clarify a couple of things, but I have a pretty good idea. But why can you get away with deciding to kill someone when I end up trying to do that, and
I sadly can't for everyone.
Turns to Aldred. And you, I've given you the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to. You said you would help me acclimatize. You haven't done any of that. More than that, you helped Masker try and cover up the fact that with Wendy and I have been protecting the Summers family for generations. How dare you?
It's so it's at this point and whatnot there. Hang on, that's okay. Hold on, out of character. When Summers family. Forgot.
Wendy's family.
That's Wendy's family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good job.
Good job.
Yeah, would Aldred know that she's close with McCall?
No, this is new.
Oh wow, no one else told her? Well, him. No one else told him, given that he was the client for the Oh wow.
Considering
like Aldred's just kind of realizing Aldridge is kind of realizing like the his buddy who was the monster hunter. He's like, he never mentions this.
Of course he wouldn't. The rest of the family don't know. I'm his ace in the hole, so to speak.
He's just like, shyster chick. It's like, he always did this. Okay.
Are you lot finished? Because I'm itching to zap someone again.
Turns down the dragon. You can wait your turn. If you want me to keep considering your proposition, you can be patient. I've had it up to these people as well, but I've had a lot more to grind than you do. So you can wait.
He just grumbles in irritation.
Lou Bed shakes her head like, what? Just this is my life now. Dubell just sighs a bit more. Look, I'm well aware of your track record, both of you. She turns to Cicely. I'm sorry I couldn't be better. I really tried. I really wanted to. But
sorry I didn't put enough effort to help.
I found hiding for the family. I found valuable information. I helped you guys interrogated. I snuck through the house for you. I didn't even figure you guys would follow. I even cleaned up your mess. And I did it all for free. I'm a demon of greed. That shouldn't be something I do. I thought the friendship would be valuable enough.
Aldred just kind of looks over and states, the entire reason why I did not. I must admit, I entirely understand your purpose and why you feel the way you do. And truth be told, I do not believe I have done well in explaining what in my own position as well. Nor I do accept that on that account. I take full responsibility. And just turns to the dragon and is like, you don't move a muscle. No.
He's looking more and more impatient the longer this conversation goes on.
It's like, so this conversation may best be had when best be had when we are not staring down the maw of a giant lizard.
Aldred, are you going to get us killed even more so than we possibly could already?
Simple. This lizard. Simple. This individual has in fact in the past acted again. This individual does not have good intentions for this city. He states. That is the only reason excuse me. In any other circumstance, yes, we would. In any other circumstance, I would be willing to oblige. However, in this particular instance, we are dealing with a known.
I don't care much for Araku either. Let's be honest. I've seen cities rise and fall all the time.
That is fair, but can you at least understand why I'm angry at him?
Yes, absolutely. I think I know how to.
Just making blah 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 motion with his claw hands. It's just clearly getting annoyed by the fact that you guys are talking and not fighting him.
So sort of looks to him. I would be careful if I was you.
I'm being very polite. I'm being very polite and letting you have this conversation right now.
So am I. Because normally I send people like you to a far nastier place. But I think we might have a solution for this. I just want to say something a little with these two first. And then we can get going.
Get going?
I know it's combat, but would she be able to fly down to Aldred to whisper something?
Sure. You okay. Technically haven't made an action yet, so you can still move around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't remember how to do the whisper thing in
/W and then space Tim's username.
Okay.
Yeah, so
just Tim.
Actually, yeah, I just stuff it. I'll just speak it. She'll just sort of lean in and whisper. Go back to McCall. He has a couple. You're going to be my ticket out.
Aldred nods, and he nods a little bit and just kind of whispers back. I shall apologize for this at a later date. Do you need this to look good?
Nods.
He proceeds. I realize that this is combat and whatnot there, but he makes it look like he's going to shoot her.
Meanwhile, Seth is like,
Belle, is that your turn? Or do you still want to make an action?
She's going to look surprised and sort of look back to the dragons like, take me, sort of. Actually, she's gonna shout back. It's like, take me, hurry, now!
Okay. Cecily has to go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, quick question before I do anything.
Mm-hmm.
How much strength is required to lift a tree?
Oh God!
Depends on the weight of the tree.
How much does
How much strength do you have?
I have 4 strength. How much is that tree right there? This tree that I'm ruling over here.
Just checking the measurements table here. You can lift up 800 pounds, you're fine.
Okay, so Cecily just heard that Dubel just shouted, "Take me away now" to the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Cecily in a panic is like, "Wait, how much can I actually move? I'm dazed."
Get that shit out of here. No. You can spend a hero point and undaze yourself. Daze means you have a movement or an action.
Shit, I'm not going to be able to throw that tree, am I?
You know what? For dramatic effect, go ahead. Do the thing. I will allow this because this has been a very roleplay heavy session.
Yes.
Somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Dubel. So Cecily rips out a tree from the roots and is going to chuck that sumbitch at the dragon's head.
Okay. Roll some kind of a throwing check as you fling this tree directly at this dragon.
You know what? I don't think that's high enough. I'm going to re-roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That hits. Because throwing uses the strength that is your strength against is the thing.
Yes.
Yeah. The tree hits him. It doesn't seem to hurt him, but it does take his attention from immediately getting Dubel out of that back to this bitch who just threw a tree at him.
Yeah, I threw a tree at you. I don't care if you're a dragon. I'm not scared. I'm gonna die.
It's like internal Sicily's going like, okay, you're a little scared. You got to admit that much.
Okay, I'm assuming that was your turn.
I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I can't do now.
Catagon just turns his head towards Cecily.
Cecily just got finished boasting and yelling at him.
Just stares at her for a moment. Then takes a deep breath.
Oh no.
What's your dodge as he shoots another bolt of lightning at you?
I parry with the sword.
What's your dodge, Cecily?
7.
Okay. Roll toughness. You forgot to put in the wound. That's an 11.
Oh shit. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So I have some good news and I have some bad news.
What the hell's the good news?
The good news is you're not unconscious. The bad news, you are now... Fuck, what was 3rd degree again?
Staggered. And wound.
Staggered, that's the one. As this lightning courses through your body, and it is very painful.
Oh, I thought she died.
If Dubel could facepalm, she would.
He just sort of peels the tree off of himself. Care to try that again, human?
I would if I could.
Monster Hunter.
So Aldred's going to go ahead and knock a gas arrow. He fires it, and it explodes right on his face.
On his own face?
No, on the dragon's face.
Okay. I'm slightly concerned there. Alright.
Now Dubal is face palming because
Supposed to attack
because
her.
wait, what the fuck? Yeah, it's like she just kind of looking. Just wait, what the fuck?
Aldred's while the gas is like surrounding his face, Aldred just kind of gives a look at Dubel like, what? What? He destroyed my friend. I gotta make it look good.
Take you if he's unconscious.
It's like
At least Aldred will have. Well, at least Aldred would be able to take another action if you wanted to.
Anyway, let me just math here. That is so much.
it's like if this actually does something, he's like, I didn't think it would do anything.
Yeah, the cloud doesn't seem to do much more than distract him as he just kind of beats his wings to disperse the gas a bit.
It's
still like kind of there, but he's more just annoyed by it than anything.
And I'm going to take extra effort without spending a hero point. And to make it look good, he's going to try and throw a punch at Dubel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to need to roll parry.
No need to roll. Just
Okay.
I just realized I used the wrong face over here.
he's not.
Just grit those teeth.
You don't need to roll parry.
What
Okay.
is your parry, Dubel?
All right, I just remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, you just.
I've upped it. My parry is 4.
Okay, so 14 total, which means that does hit.
God, it's like, wait, I didn't mean to hit you. What?
Toughness, please.
It is a 14.
I
Would you
can't.
like to re-roll that, Dubel?
You know what? No, it's actually going to be more convincing if I fail this.
It's like,
I just imagine he actually punched it. Dubel just goes like, "Okay, so you're good at making this look good. Okay, I'm sorry."
Okay, you take a wound and you are dazed.
God, I can't. It's like I'm imagining I'm just imagining like he hit her hard enough that she kind of like spins and she's like, oh.
Yeah, I actually imagine she's sort of fallen back on the ground after on that one. Just sort of muttering, like, fucking hell, I was not expecting that.
That's this human's got a good arm.
Yeah.
Bluebell's just looking at
Now she's growling both to play it up and genuine because ow, that hurt. And this is the first wound Dubel has ever taken in this campaign.
I can't believe that PvP is their one weakness.
Aldred just kind of has this look on his face like, shit, didn't mean to hurt you, sorry.
Dubel, it's your turn.
Well, turnabout is fair play.
Run, Aldred, run.
Aldred, run.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of. Actually, it's raining, so
Yeah, it is in fact raining.
Oh, that's why Cecily's getting hit so hard. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you don't say.
That's why she's getting absolutely ass thrashed. Okay.
she's gonna turn back to the dragon. And go. We're going at any time. Now I'm waiting for you. Open up her hands, and I need to find my sheet. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Hellfire.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is half effect, so because it's raining.
Oh yeah.
Can I use a
Fire.
luck point to re-roll that? Because that's bullshit.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Still a 14.
If you crit on this is going to be the best.
This would be amazing if I could actually manage that. Because I'm not expecting to do much damage, but I'm hoping the weaken will set.
Oh my god, you guys!
What were
You
you
guys
saying about critting on this?
I don't know. It wasn't meant to be that good.
Tim, how did you know? How did you know?
Useless psychic powers.
Okay.
If she ever needed a moment to point to, hey, I could have killed you all if I wanted to, I guess this is it.
Okay. Tim?
Yeah?
I'm gonna need your toughness and then your will.
Oh, Lord.
I wasn't trying to kill him, I swear!
Man, what a spicy way to do this.
Fair point. If you want to roll again for toughness.
Nope. This is sticking. This is
Okay. You take another wound, and you're staggered.
It's like, it's like Aldred just kind of falls over. He no longer has eyebrows or a beard.
Gonna get a new hog after this.
Probably.
He's got this look up on his face, like he looks up at Dubel a little bit. You can tell he's a little out of it, like, oh.
Oh goodness! Is that your turn?
I actually don't know if crits allow for anything extra or not.
Crits usually raise the DC, but you can also use them to give extra effects to things.
Tim, I'm starting to think that you also have the bad luck of 7.
Yeah, can I just have because I assume Aldred is now flat on his ass.
Yeah.
It's like him, like parts of his clothing are on fire and the tree.
Yeah, I just sort of wanted to do a spin and just sort of like tail smack him with Lubed just to shove him aside. Not trying to kill him, but just trying to shove him aside.
I will allow this to be narrative fluff.
Yep.
Just what the others are gonna do?
Now she's just going to turn to the dragon and just said, "So, Stephen, was it? Because I'm officially done. I have been done since the beginning, and now I'm even more done, which I didn't know was possible." Still just kind of, I actually kind of imagine that he punched her in the face. So yes. She's just kind of rubbing her cheek.
I'm Catagon, the Lich is Stephen.
Yeah, yes, I'm aware. I'm well aware that the Lich is, you know what? Never mind. This has been a day. This has been a day.
This looks
Is that your turn?
Going to use the hero point to remove the daze.
Alrighty.
Fuck it, why not?
Boop.
And she's going to fly on top of the dragon and just sit there. Just sort of sit there, cross-legged, just done.
Crossed arms and pouting, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so cute.
Well, I have 2 wounds and I'm staggered.
Yeah,
you should run.
You remember what staggered does, right?
Remind me for the sake of reevaluating how fucked
A staggered character is dazed and hindered. Hindered means you're moving at half your normal speed, and dazed means that you can only take one action.
Run.
Fucking hell. Let's see, Cecily's speed was a... Don't tell me, I can look it up myself. I'm my own man.
Uh-huh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Speed was a 2, so
You're basically moving it standard 6 square.
Standard 6 square?
Mm-hmm. Speed 2 is... No, you have 60 feet of movement. Because speed 1 is doubling normal. So yeah, you can go 60 squares.
Yeah, 60 squares.
Cecily just looks up at Dubo and just gives her a stare, as if trying to read her expression.
She actually kind of looks sorrowful, just down to him. Just
him.
But God damn it! Look, Dubel doesn't always get genders right, and that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it.
Cecily looks like a guy. Confirmed.
The lightning made it hard to tell.
It's like Cecily goes all like, insolent boy. It's like, I'm a girl.
Okay, so Cecily just gives Dubel a look. Reading her expression. You saying that she looks sorry?
Yeah, sorrowful.
Sorrowful.
If she could convey more, she would, but she can't.
Because the dragon would probably hear.
Yeah.
Alright, let me just check. Okay, I need to scroll over. She's too far away for Aldred right now. Oh wait, no, she makes it.
She can get to him. And fortunately, there's no attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
She just, runs between his legs.
That's literally the only way I'm going to make it to Aldred. I think.
You could just go over there, grab him, and use your double movement to just...
She can't.
Dagger.
She's staggered.
Dagger. Do double movement.
And use extra effort.
Would that be possible?
Yeah, you can do that without spending a hero point. The hero point basically removes the fatigue condition that comes from using it.
Okay. After Cecily stares at Dubel and then looks up at Aldred. Cecily, looking both physically and partially emotionally hurt, she just grunts as she now is trying to run past the dragon, being not as non-threatening as she can, and running over where Aldred is.
You make it over there. He actually made no attempts to stop you.
Cecily does extra effort, grabs Aldred, stares at Cauldron, and it says, "These are going to be different."
I should certainly hope they'll be. Next time, give me a battle worthy of being called war.
Next time, I'll have more than one tree to throw.
Okay. I believe that's a good place to cut off part 1.
Oh, yeah.
In the next part...
Drama.
Man.
In the next part, we'll find out what happened with this group.
I just want one instance where I'm not the butt boy whenever we're trying to get someone infiltrated somewhere.
Yeah.
You weren't. You were the one that helped successfully sell the fact of betrayal.
I can't. This is the second time that I have had this exact same thing happen to me, though. The first was with Iriel.
Oh God!
That was that episode.
That was the 7th episode.
Oh my God!
My God, Tim, you and me share the same number curse. That's great.
Well, until the next time, everyone.
Until the next time, we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.